Hey everybody, it's your girl Sour Patch here for coming to you from Las Vegas. I have a very special guest with us. He has made a betting portfolio of about 1.8 million. And here we have Sean.
Hello.
Woo! Hi Sean.
Hello.
Thanks for coming to my YouTube video. I'm excited to have you here.
Thank you.
So we're gonna talk about a lot about what you have, your secret sauces about betting and stuff.
Right.
Let's get into it.
Let's
All right.
do it.
Question one. Can you share how you first got into betting, sports betting?
It was a long time ago. I had a friend that became a sports bookie, and so one weekend when he opened up, me and my buddies decided, let's play some bets, and we got lucky and won. I think I won like 13,000, and my other buddy won like 7,000, and it kind of hooked us from there.
Oh my God, what game was that?
This was NFL season, but this is like back in like 2004 or three. Yeah, a long time ago.
Man, I wish I was in that era. I would have made money. Number two. Wait, very first big win and what you learned from it. What?
My very first big win. I want to say that. I mean, that was my very first. My very first bet was a big win, right? But I feel like more. I had a big week, and like I was telling the guys earlier, I used to live in California, so I would send my money out here, and then I had a buddy that would place my bets for me. And so on a Monday, I sent them $300, and on Friday it was 30,000. And that week, it let me know that I was on to something. That I started figuring some things out.
Man, you got a lucky hand.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to give me something after this. All right. Early on, what mistakes did you learn for when you what were you learn like what would you tell other bettors like a warning when they first get into this?
So I kind of like letting bettors like learn their own way, and then they kind of see what their mistakes are, and then I kind of fine tune them, and they can compare to how I approach it. But a lot of bettors um, like even old time bettors will tell you that parlays aren't the best thing to do, right? And so, but I feel like when you're first coming up, parlays are an easier way to bet less money to figure out how to win, right? And so if you can start hitting parlays, then you definitely can start hitting one pick at a time, right? So yeah, I kind of like letting just kind of letting them figure it out themselves, and over time you'll make your adjustments if you're serious to the game and you want to actually make money or not, right?
Yeah, that's a good thing. You know what? I'm gonna have to because I learned whenever I make bets or like parlays, I'm like, it's always two that I'm
It's always two. So like your first bet, it's money, right? Then your second one, it's okay. Then your third one's the shaky one, right? And I figure it's because the first one you put in the most research. The second one, it's a little less research. The third one, you're just trying to find the third one. So that's how it goes, right?
Yeah, you know what? I do that. So I'm like, I need to study that. Walk me through your research process. Like before placing a bet, where do you start?
So one of the places I start is the percentage. Where is all the money at, right? Like Vegas isn't gonna make money if they have to pay out the side that has 90% on it, right? So um that's one of the first places I look. Then another place I look is I go back to the history, right? So I go back to some of the history and look at the outcomes of the games, and I get it, and I take all this stuff into an average, and kind of gain where I'm going and where I'm headed to, right? And so yeah. I'm trying to tell you without giving the sauce away, right?
Yeah, you're like, let's not say all of it.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm trying to like,
yeah, no,
yeah,
that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm gonna have to see. I'm learning a lot now. What stats are like a must-have for you whenever you're like making a bet? What's like a
well, must have is definitely the percentage.
Yeah.
Where's the money at? I don't like. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes games hit with 80, 90% on them, but me personally, I don't really like betting on that side because you already know you have one thing working against you before you even put the bet in, right? And so my number one stat that I look for is the percentage of where's all the money at?
So we just go, let's see what Vegas is thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, see, I like that. In live bettings, what's the single biggest mistake you see bettors make?
In live betting?
Live betting.
Or
maybe just betting in general.
I mean, in live betting, maybe I don't do it a whole lot, but I would say maybe you can make your mistake by because I believe like whatever the outcome of the game was going to be from the start of the game, it's going to be the same outcome obviously at the end of the game, and so live betting kind of grabs you to be more impulsive and like just make a decision at that second, and it might not be what you believed originally at the beginning of the game, right? And so you have to be careful with live betting. I feel like it's really a play for the casino to just have more action against your money. You know what I mean?
That is true. Because then it's like, oh, like they're like second half. It's like, they're not gonna go dirty. Like you're gonna win it. And then you go and bet in the second half, and then bam, you lose it.
Exactly.
Vegas, Vegas is no wonder. Okay, so how do you incorporate injury news or like last minute injuries in your bets?
So, I don't really work. I work off the numbers only, and the thing is, like, if, for instance, LeBron's not going to be in the game, right? The casino's going to adjust the number anyways, right? So I don't have to. Once again, these are things that throw you off, where they say, "Oh, so and so's not playing." Um, it doesn't really matter because the line's gonna if LeBron's out, so the game's Lakers -7 and LeBron's not playing, then it's gonna go to Lakers -2, right? It's just gonna adjust. So you base your bet off of the new line, right? You don't worry about who's not in the game.
Yeah.
Right?
See, sometimes when I think there's nobody playing, like injuries, or like if I see an injury, I actually do check injury reports when I was in like college football and football. So I'm like, oh, they're not playing, and I'm like, okay, they're not gonna win. But
like some people work from those angles. Me personally, I don't, because like I said, I just wait for the new line. What's the new line? And one thing I can say about Vegas is they are fair with the lines. They don't try to cheat you and put some number that isn't correct up there. They put the real, like, whatever it should be. They usually put that number up. So I just wait for the line, the new number.
yeah, see, I'm telling you,
And this is over years of, in the beginning, you don't know, like, is this line accurate? Or this is like from years of watching and you realize they are being fair. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And so you just trust whatever you see. Okay, right?
Yeah. See, I'm telling you, I'm learning a lot because I'm very like, I'm an amateur. I've done this for like a couple years now.
Right.
So, okay, so for our subscribers wanting to start small with like experimenting a bet,
Right.
what would you say is a good game, like for like $50 or so? Like,
yeah, I mean, whatever their bankroll, everyone has a different bankroll, right? So whatever you can afford to lose, you got to figure when you put your bet in that you lost it, right?
Right.
And so don't go betting your rent money or anything that you're going to be looking for, right? And so it just depends on what your bankroll is, basically.
Okay. See, that's right. So, favorite sport to bet and why?
I always say I think it's college football. That's my favorite sport to bet, and I feel like based off of my formula, it just plugs in real easy and nice.
Oh, I can relate. I'm telling you, I had write down all my bets like a couple years because I didn't have a bookie.
Right.
So I would always be like 18 wins and 5 losses. So
That's good.
Yeah, I do my research heavy.
Yeah.
So what's your go-to bookie or apps? Like,
so
you trust?
I like using William Hill. They've been fair to me. They pay me. That's an app.
I've never heard of that.
William Hill. That's like one of the biggest apps in Las Vegas.
What? Yeah, because I'm have MGM, but like.
Yeah. William Hill is like a local app. And they have a bunch of kiosks around the city. If you can't make it to a casino to deposit your money, you can make it to a kiosk. And I like them because I've made a lot of money and they pay me out, so I have no problem with that.
I need to go there.
Yeah.
Wait, best underdog you've taken, like the odd.
So once again, like I was telling my guys here earlier, I don't really take huge underdogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I like in a spread scenario, I'm only gonna take an underdog that's like plus 1.5, plus 2.5 at the most, right? Uh, yeah. So like as far as me winning a big underdog, um, I'm trying to think. I don't really have too many of those stories to be
No,
honest.
you're okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no. I was like, I think I've taken an underdog, but it's kind of like failing me. So maybe I should.
See, like me, when I bet, I don't like getting lucky.
Right.
I just want to win, right? Like, I'm not betting to like hope or pray. I'm betting to win, right? And so, I'm not gonna take like, if they're already telling me this guy's a big underdog, I'd rather take the points than the spread. You know what I mean? I'd rather take the spread than take money line or yeah. And I don't know if you mean like a money line situation or you just mean a big underdog with a big spread that I took. It could work so many different ways, right?
Yes.
But yeah.
See, you don't even like you say that you do it to not get lucky. You do it because you actually do your research. See, you don't even call a hotline. You're actually like you know your stuff.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, that was all my questions.
Okay.
I love that you told me like straight up. I'm actually gonna have to tell me some bets after this.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much for coming, dude. It really means a lot because I love like doing this as a job and like you actually gave me a lot of pointers.
Okay.
And for a lot of my fans too. So I love that. Thank you. So you guys, I hope you guys get lucky with this. I'm gonna tell y'all my picks later, but don't forget to like and subscribe. And do you have any ads like any?
So I want to set up a TikTok where I can start giving you guys free picks every day.
Oh,
I have my TikTok. So I'm so new to it. I'm so ancient.
Okay. You're fine.
But the name I think is Pro Sports Picks, and then you get my @ is Casino Bigs. So CASINOBIGGS. That's where you can find me, and I'm gonna launch it soon. So just get ready to
Yeah, I'll put all your information in.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
That way people can follow and like, you know. So that's all for today, guys. Stay tuned next time for my other videos, and I hope I do more of these interviews. Bye. Bam. That was really good.
Two doors open, I'm in and out. Ain't no been high. Ain't no been high. I wanna.